Hello everybody, I'm DerTebbers. This is your Flight Simulator Explained Spotlight. We are in the most unforgiving climate in the world. Well, one of them. We are in Antarctica. The scary part is, there's these fractures in this runway that go to the void. Yeah, I don't know. We might have trouble taking off here, but we're going to try. We are in an Ilyushin IL-2. Why are we in Antarctica? Well, because this thing had skis, and I was like, I need to have someplace where there's snow. So I went with Antarctica because I was like, I can't go wrong there, right? Yeah. Let's open the cockpit. Yeah, nice. And then we close our cockpit. All right. Now this one seems a little bit off because there's no rear gunner. This doesn't seem to be right. This could be an early Ilyushin. Let's, when I started it up, the engine died. I'm betting it's a repeat of that Kawasaki that I need to open it up. Yeah. Fire up our McLuhan AM38F liquid-cooled V12. That is 1,720 horsepower we got there. Do we have any flaps? We do indeed have flaps. Okay, let's see if we can take off out of here. Everyone, hold your breath that we can take off. If we can't, I'll figure out what to do about that. All right, let's go for the skies. To the skies. Whoa! Okay. All right, we're gonna try this again. Okay, it seems really bad to go over there, so we're gonna try right here. Come on, baby. You can fly. She's got quite a, woo! Oh, fly, 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 fly. Yeah, we made it. We're in the air. All right, let's try to retract. Oh, yeah, there they go. Look at that. Nice, retracting skis. Very cool. All right, we've made it in the air over the most unforgiving terrain in the world because that's giant cracks on the runway. Thanks, Microsoft. I appreciated that. Let's talk about our plane now that we have it going. It's a ground attack aircraft produced in huge numbers, famous for helping to stem the Nazi attack on Russia. In combination with its successor, the IL-10, 42,330 were built, and the last were retired by Yugoslavia and Bulgaria in 1954. The idea for ground attack planes was conceived in the early 1930s by Dmitry Pavlovich. I'm sorry, his full name. Dmitry Pavlovich Grigorovich. I just butchered the heck out of that. But no Soviet engines existed that were able to power such a heavy aircraft. The IL-2 was designed by Sergei Ilyushin in 1938. Loaded, fully loaded and outfitted, ready to go, the aircraft weighed more than 4,700 kilograms, that is 10,300 pounds. About 15% of the weight was in the armored shell that protected the crew, engine, radiators, and fuel tank. It is one armored up bird. Now the armor, interestingly, was included as a load-bearing structure. So where usually you'd put the armor over the outside or on the inside, it actually became a load-bearing structural component of this aircraft, replacing the frame and paneling throughout large parts of the aircraft. Unfortunately, only 249 were built when Nazi Germany invaded. Initially, these aircraft suffered heavily. They are slow, but they are heavily armed. The Russian pilots learned that a horizontal straight line approach at 50 meters was really a bad idea. You didn't want to do a straight-on gun run. Instead, the target was kept slightly to the left, and turned into with a 30-degree shallow dive. Now, in the Battle of Kursk, General, I'm going to butcher this name, Rezanov, used attack aircraft en masse in coordination with infantry, artillery, and armored vehicles. Now, despite his success, the IL-2 suffered heavy losses. This coordination is what we talk about today. We talk about this mass coordination of air attack and ground attack with troops and artillery and all that, but it was done in the Battle of Kursk. Despite the ability of this aircraft to penetrate Panther and Tiger I tanks, the primary problem was you might be able to penetrate it, but you got to hit it first. And accuracy was a problem for this aircraft, especially against dug-in targets. Now, while the heavy armor allowed this aircraft to take immense amounts of punishment, it also led to German pilots choosing unique ways to attack. German pilots claim they made belly attacks. There's a problem with that. The problem is this aircraft usually flew 50 to 100 meters above the deck. You're not going to get a Bf-109 underneath and do a climbing attack in 50 to 100 meters. It's just not possible. The other way you do it, top-down attack. Shoot right down into that cockpit. Yeah, not quite as armored up top. The armored tub that the pilot and his gunner, because this aircraft that's missing its gunner, and gunner, the tub had a thickness of 5 to 12 millimeters and could deflect 20 millimeter rounds. This is a powerful ground attack machine, but it's famous for a few other things. Specifically, Senior Lieutenant Anna Yegorova, there we go. Senior Lieutenant Anna Yegorova, who flew 243 IL-2 missions and was decorated 2 times. Does that name sound interesting to you? Anna. Yes, she flew 243 IL-2 missions. There's actually a beautiful exhibit discussing the role of women in Soviet Russia during World War II as fighter pilots and ground attack pilots. That exhibit is at the Seattle Air and Space Museum. You don't realize, but there was such a shortage of qualified men that despite the often Western view of women during that time as not being capable of combat, Russia said, well, we need people, and you're capable, and you're willing. Go. There you go. Usually the IL-2 has a crew of 2, as I've said I think a couple times now. We are powered by a McEulin AM38F liquid-cooled V12, 1,720 horsepower. Our speed was 414 kilometers an hour. That's about 257 miles an hour. Oh, she does not turn very well. Oh, she does not turn. She does not like that whole turning thing. This is not a fighter. This is not a dog fighter. You're not going to dog fight in this thing. Range, 720 kilometers. That is about 450 miles. Armament, 2 VYA-23 23 millimeter cannons with 150 rounds per gun. Where would those be? Not really sure. 2 SHKAS 7.62 millimeter machine guns with 750 rounds per gun. I presume those are our wing guns. Oh wait, there. See, it's really hard to see, but you can kind of see where there's a spot where cannons would roll. Yeah, it's nose mount. And then 1 Berezin UBT 12.7 millimeter machine gun was in the rear cockpit that we're missing. And this could also carry, you can see, oh, actually you can't. Huh. I thought you could see the shackles, but I must have thought the shackles they're actually the retracting point for the skis. She could carry on shackles 600 pounds, that's 1,320 kilograms of bombs or rockets. So we fly towards the sun. Alright, inside this airplane, it is very green. That's fine. Let's see what we got. Shift 1. Okay, there's that cockpit. 2, throttle. 3, GPS. That's it. That's all we got. Very simple aircraft. Kind of cool though. Obviously I made a poor decision to take off from the South Pole because there's nothing to see here. And I'm not about to try to land because I can still see all the cracks and ridges on the ground down there. Thanks, Microsoft. I appreciate that. Here we go. We can fly our plane. Actually, you know what? Let's do a side pass. Let's see if I can get the sun. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ah, that's a pretty looking view right there of our Ilyushin IL-2. The link for this aircraft is down below in the description. There are multiple aircraft in this. If you install it as is, you get the ski version. Within the file you download, there is another zip file that is the wheeled version. They don't seem to play nice together, so you choose one or the other. Either way, you can have skis or wheels. You can have an Ilyushin IL-2 for your hangar. I've been DerTebbers. It's been your Flight Simulator X plane spotlight. The Ilyushin IL-2. Sort of the early grandpappy to the A-10. Till next time, happy flying, everybody.